Well, good morning, folks. This is Christian. This is Thoughts on Living in Las Vegas, part 20, I believe. Incidentally, for all of you folks that saw the old part 20, which was Every Hello Has a Goodbye, I've changed my mind. I think what I'll do is I'll keep this series open-ended and combine it with my thoughts on life in general, or just cuisine, right? Anything odd. I'll just say thoughts on living in Las Vegas. It'll be a different topic since I'll be in Vegas, in and out of Vegas for the rest of my life. I guess that's fine. So here, I'm at McCarran Airport, and I know that there are a lot of videos on McCarran Airport. And incidentally, one reason why I changed my mind is because, well, I checked out the videos on the Golden Steer, and they're actually lacking. I thought, wow, okay, let me check out their escargot. No video has such a thing, and plus, nobody really has commentary the way that I do. I mean, plus at the same time, I had people telling me, hey, look, they were emailing me saying, just a few, of course, not a whole bunch. I mean, I don't have a legion of fans or anything. Just, hey, look, we enjoyed your series. Can you keep going with it? Don't stop. So, okay. All right, so I promise you guys, I'll keep this open-ended. So here we are at, yeah, you would think, wow, Christian, another casino. No, this is McCarran Airport. This is the airport. I'm here to catch a flight to Seattle at 7 in the morning. Oh, a helpful tip here. The airport's pretty nice. You can sleep. It's not as nice as Denver. They give you a bag. I mean, they give you blankets in Denver. But here, Gate B, the gate where the domestic flights are at, the checkpoint opens at 4 in the morning. So that's a helpful tip there. There's a cop here. There's a cop saying, okay. Yeah, it's not a cop, it's a security guard. But the Clark County, that's Vegas Police, Vegas Metro, they wear the same uniform, except he's not a cop because he's got the patch, the security guard patch for, the various security guard companies. That's what they have. So there's gambling everywhere, but like, these are the newest machines. They're no longer reels. I've shown this to you folks before, but I'm just walking around, giving you commentary. Pretty nice, actually. Well, of course, just like any other airport, though, prices are jacked up. But they're not as jacked up since it's Vegas because the wages here are low. But yeah, it's about 3:20 in the morning. I figured I'd catch a 7 o'clock flight to Seattle, be there by about 10, be downtown Seattle by about 11. Take care of certain things, and then go to an Indian buffet, and that's that. But yeah, that's nice too because they have people here sleeping, and now, okay, let me give you the variations here. Now, in some airports in the world, this is fixed. In other words, you can't move it. Other places you can move it, but it's a longer row, and it's metal. Okay. Other places, these right here, the bars are missing, so you can sleep straight across. Now here at McCarran, they've got these right here. These are beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, you can just sleep here. That's great. And like, it's plush. This is considered plush. I mean, the carpeting is not too thin, not too thick. And look at this. Look at that. Nevada law prohibits any persons under the age of 21 to play or loiter near slot machines. They have to say that. Obviously, you can still play if you're under 21. But how do you cash your ticket? They'll look at you. ID, please. Right? So, yeah, Back in the old days, this would be quack, 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 it'd be coins. And they wouldn't allow you near it because it's an immediate payout. But now it's just, they just put a sign right here. There would be an attendant right here at all times back in the old days. Now they just scare people with this warning. So you just treat it like bootleg liquor. If you're like 17 and you hit the jackpot, you take it to an adult to cash it for you. Of course, how much that person takes in terms of a cut is a different story. But yeah, okay, so in the previous video, well, several previous videos, I said that Vegas is not exactly 24/7. It's 24/7, yes and no. But I mean, come on. You still have places that close. Banks, certain businesses, they're not open 24 hours. I mean, you can't get like I mean, you can if you look, but I mean, Lowe's Hardware isn't open 24 hours. Home Depot, it's not open 24 hours. Okay, so he's checking to see who actually has a flight. You know, it's funny because in Japan, they do the same thing at Narita Airport. What they do is they haul it's not 24 hours, by the way. Narita Airport, folks, is not 24 hours. They take everyone around midnight to a holding area. I mean, it's a room on the first floor. And then what they do is they do passport checks. You stay in there until about 6 in the morning, and then they do passport checks every 2-3 hours. Even if they know that you are who you are, they still do passport checks. A police officer does it. Let's see, at my home airport, SeaTac, they don't care. I mean, you obviously have to look like you're not even taking a flight, you're just chilling at the airport. But here's the thing, it used to be where you could chill at any airport before 9/11, but now they've gotten strict. You really have to have a flight. So that's what this guy's doing. He's checking to see who is supposed to be here and who isn't. I don't know how well that works. I mean, oh, you know what? My ticket, it's on my phone. I don't have it. Oh, yeah. I mean, at that point, you could just fabricate anything. You just show them like an image of a previous ticket or make one up yourself. But let's see. Yeah, I guess I have time. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's go down to baggage claim. I've got time to kill anyway. All right, so here I am. I'll go down to the second floor. I guess, ride it up in a few minutes, but look at this. Beautiful, isn't it? Welcome to Las Vegas. That's where the illusion starts. It starts with this sign at the airport. But yeah, you got people here even. You got one lady here waiting. I don't know what she's waiting for. But yeah. Visit us at McCarran.com. Oh, it's beautiful. It's actually in some ways better than the SeaTac, even though Seattle is a more vibrant city, because after all, this is Las Vegas. It's technically an international airport. I mean, they're all international airports. Denver, of course, Seattle, even other places like Austin. Technically, right? Because you can fly in from another country in theory. But here, look at it. It truly has to handle people from all over the world. Look at this. Look how many. This is like Barajas in Madrid. You know, Barajas Airport. And it reminds me partially of, I think, Charles de Gaulle. It's not like this. You would think, wow, Charles de Gaulle, France, right? No, Paris. No. No, it's not. Even Charles de Gaulle closes at midnight. First thing to open, of course, is a McDonald's, and you can't get what you normally would get back home in the States, the U.S., or whatever. That's totally different. So, yeah. Yeah, now, look at that. That's a cigar shop. Of course, for all of you travelers, all of you viewers that have been overseas to other countries, this would be stocked with Cuban cigars almost exclusively. Yeah. Okay, the business hours. The business hours right here. It's same as usual anywhere else. 9:30 in the morning to 9 at night. That's sad. It's Zippo. They don't have a classic Zippo letter in here. It's all designs. Yeah. I mean, look how spacious this is. So, anyone coming into Vegas for the first time would think, "Wow, what a glamorous city!" That, you know, sometimes you can tell by how the airport looks. No. Vegas is the exception. Out of all the airports I've been through in my life, I haven't been through many. I mean, if I've been through 9 countries, I've probably been through like double the amount of airports, or triple. That's... No, unfortunately not here. You can't tell. Well, like in the Philippines or Indonesia, you can tell. Like, this, I think Suharto Airport, International Airport, that's what they call it in Jakarta. You can tell you're in a piss poor third world country. I mean, it's still an airport, but you can, little itty bitty signs let you know that no, you're in a different place, a place where people make less than $10 a day on average. So there you go. There's the attendant. But check it out. You know, guys, I was telling you about how certain things in Vegas are sort of enforced, sort of not. Well, that's what I mean. Here it has an attendant. Upstairs it doesn't. But like in the old days, they'd always have attendants. Now, see, these Game Kings, at this point, the multi-denominational kings, they're not set to watch. They don't have roulette. It's just poker, I think. Yeah, it's the poker variant. See, look, blackjack, 25 cents, but at the Orleans or whatever, it's set at a nickel. That's also a dead giveaway that Vegas is international because it's Vegas. Ooh. But not really, because look at it. It's like 3 in the morning. There should be flights from elsewhere landing. At least some of the last minute flights, or, you know, red-eye flights from nearby. But where are they at? It's nothing. Okay, so I'll walk down this way. But it's pretty spacious. If you guys ever find yourselves stranded at McCarran for a couple days, well, obviously you'd have to put up with a security guard asking, "Oh, when's your flight?" I mean, again, they do it, then there are times when they don't do it. But it's a very comfortable airport. There's plenty of space. There are airports out there, they're little soft, cushy couches. Most airports have a variation of that, but yeah, they're usually crowded. I saw at least, that one empty space, and that was just one side. Okay, but look at this. Everything's laid out. It's laid out the way it should be. And then we've got all these. And you can tell this is super duper international, because look at this. You've got, they don't really do this at SeaTac because the liquor's too expensive. I mean, but look at how beautiful this is. That's so beautiful. For those of you from the Seattle area or from Washington State, you guys realize that the state of Washington just relatively recently deregulated liquor. But you can tell liquor here has been freestanding for a long time. I mean, look how stocked, and look how beautiful that is. Just beautifully stocked. Alright, so yeah, Japanese cuisine in Vegas is such a big deal. They keep advertising sushi and all this other stuff. They wouldn't even bother in a place like Seattle. It's always Thai or Indian. But yeah, it's like, but I get it, because most people in the country still think that sushi is exotic. I mean, like, not as exotic as, you know, the Breakfast Club, where the Molly Ringwald character pulls out, or Claire, her name was Claire in the movie, pulls out sushi, and what's that? Oh, it's sushi. Well, this is back like in 83, 84. But I mean, like, you know, in San Francisco, Seattle, Manhattan, LA, it's sushi. Okay, great. But I mean, if you're like from Omaha, you have sushi restaurants there, but not as many. Then, of course, most people live outside of big cities nowadays. And then there are people that live outside of those areas. I call them the exurbs. Exurb. And, yeah, they... Look at that, though. Yeah, you'll still find an Indian restaurant at most of these places, believe it or not. I mean, yeah, this... Okay, so... I'm still walking along here, just checking things out. Yeah, I guess I'll just get back on track. I'm not going to limit this. Like I said, one reason why I decided not to is because of viewer responses. Plus, I saw a few videos and I didn't really like them. I mean, they were nice and glossy, but they didn't. I was pretending, okay, like if I wanted to find out something about, or if I wanted to experience like a certain venue, let's type it in and see what comes up. Too many people doing pros and cons. They're not doing running commentary. I mean, the proper documentary type video should be where someone does running commentary, like color commentary with John Madden for football, right? Well, that's just me, I guess. But and you got the Starbucks here. So slot machines are everywhere. Vegas has got something for everyone, like I've said to you guys. It can be as cheap as you want or as affordable as you want. It can be as exciting as you want it to be. Or, if you're a degenerate gambler with an addictive personality, you could actually spend more at the, I want to say casino, you could spend more at the slot machine here than your whole flight and your whole package here in Vegas. That's how it can be. It can be very, very, very expensive because, after all, I should do a separate segment on gambling as a form of entertainment, because gambling as a form of entertainment is quite expensive. It's not cheap. Vegas is not cheap. You know, if you really want to do Vegas a certain way, yeah, it can be quite expensive. But there are other ways too. For instance, you can get the $76 double cut New York steak, 24 ounces, or you can get a $3.99 prime rib special on a Friday or Saturday, anytime Friday or Saturday at a Silver Nugget. Even though it's a sliver of meat, you can order several. You know, there's so many ways. It's that economic rule, I guess. There are substitutes for everything. Well, you may be wondering, well, what the hell would be the substitute for the Mona Lisa? Well, a counterfeit, or no Mona Lisa, you know. There are always ways to either cheapen or, you know, enhance an item through a substitute. So, like, that's what it would be in Vegas. That's how you would have to see it, you know. It just depends on what level you can easily afford. You know, there are a lot of people out there that go to the Venetian or Caesar's Palace and all they can afford is a room. You know how I can tell? Because they're ordering Taco Bell off a food app. Why would you order Taco Bell off a food app if you're at Caesar's Palace? Because the Mexican station at Caesar's Palace is probably one of the best. But, you know, oh yeah, for those of you that like collecting foreign currency, local Travelex is right here. So I'll end it on that note. And I'll see you folks next clip. I hope you enjoyed this mini tour of the airport. Cheers.